Hello again and welcome to this continuation session on HARA. Now in this particular slide you can see the end result example. You can see the end result example of a completed HARA. So based on this particular table and this particular table on the left and the particular matrix on the right, you can come to the conclusion that what is the particular acid level of a given functionality. So depending upon the exposure, depending upon the severity, depending upon the controllability, you decide what is the acid level of the given functionality. And moreover, you can see there is one particular acid level called QM. QM stands for quality management, and it means that it does not require any, it does not fall into the category of ISO 26262. QM means it is redundant. Functional safety is redundant for that particular functionality. So it is only when you identify it as A or B or C or D, then you develop a safety goal so that it meets the end safety results. Now, what is the additional effort you put for functional safety? This is a rough estimation. This is not some kind of how to say a mathematically accurate figure. But when if at all you find out the acid level is A, you increase the effort by 5 to 20%, and when you increase it by B, when you find acid level to be B, then you increase the effort by 10 to 35%, and C 20 to 60%, and D 40 to 100%. As I already said, this is a rough estimation. There are plenty of other factors and plenty of other points of view which need to be considered before you finalize on the final effort of the functional safety. A lot of factors are influence the additional effort. Team members qualification, safety culture in the organization, additional requirements, additional safety analysis, additional higher requirements regarding hardware metrics, integration, validation, assessment and observation in the field. Alright, so all these things, higher requirements for hardware metrics, integration, validation, all these various aspects or all these various verticals which come into picture during the manufacturing of an automobile come into picture. They have to be taken into consideration. And high economic risk for quotations with unknown acid. High economic risk for quotations with unknown acid. See, suppose why is a particular acid level categorization or classification so important? Why is it important to pinpoint a certain acid level? Because if an acid level is not pinpointed or clearly categorized, then there is a high economic risk in the terms of quotations. I mean, the OEM or the supplier may not be very sure what should be the quote that can be quoted for the manufacturing of the given automobile. So that is the reason why acid level should be clearly pinpointed. Now let's come to the last slide, which is functional safety. What is meant by functional safety? Well, functional safety, many people are very ambiguous about it. Many people think that functional safety is nothing but summation of the functional safety requirements, which is partly correct. The definition that functional safety is sum of all the functional requirements is not totally wrong. It is partly correct. But apart from that, functional safety is the responsibility of the vehicle level OEM, because again the functionality happens at the vehicle level, whether it is adaptive cruise control or steering mechanism. All these things are the vehicle level, so it is the final responsibility of the OEM. And functional safety also is derived from a safety goal description. For example, in adaptive cruise control, you have to take into consideration after X number of seconds that adaptive cruise control is automatically deactivated if the vehicle steering ECU finds that driver's hands are not on the steering wheel. It also shows what can violate the safety goals or what are the various faults and how exactly are you going to meet those faults, how exactly are you going to rectify those faults. And it also clearly mentions what faults can be notified to the driver. For example, all this illumination lamps which you find on the dashboard, fault illumination lamps or malfunction illumination lamp which fall on the find on the you find on the dashboard, they are all driver notifications. So what are the various driver notifications that comes into picture? All these things comprise the functional safety. And the final point which is I would like to emphasize is it is composition of all the functional safety requirements. Now, as I said in the beginning, ISO 26262 functional safety concept is a huge concept. So this particular training program which I have uploaded here, it gives a very broad overview of the functional safety. So I hope all the listeners and the readers or interested learners have got a brief idea what exactly is this FUSA, what exactly to be expected in ISO 26262 functional safety. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best for your future learnings. Good luck.